Welcome back to Phillips Run Drip and Bubble Company, where today we have the 1994 MotorTrend Truck of the Year. This truck changed everything from Dodge.
And probably saved the company.
The sales for 1993 was
78,000 units. 94, 240,000 units.
They actually said Dodge had about 7% of the truck sales up until 1994. And also, this truck was the first truck ever designed by a computer. This truck was actually designed by Philip E. Payne, and on the first design, wasn't good enough. Who was it?
Bob Lutz said, make it bigger, make it bolder.
Make it more radical. So this is what they come out with the big hood, the drop fenders, and man, this thing took off, and I fell in love with it back when they first come out. Anyway, we've got a series of videos on this thing. You can go to the playlist and look at it, where I found this exact truck in the weeds, abandoned, and I bought it, and I ain't ashamed to tell you, I give $500 for it. Of course, in 1994, couldn't afford it, so at $500, I could afford this one. When we first got the truck, I seen a picture on Google of the Richard Petty tribute truck they did, and it had this same fender flares on the side that this one's got. So I thought, well, let's just do a Richard Petty themed truck, and I was just going to kind of throw it together. In the 70s, they come out with the Adult Toy Dodge campaign, and they started pushing the Little Red Express, which went over big, and then they did the Warlock back then.
Yeah.
And then they discontinued that over the years, and I think now they actually, in the new trucks, they have a Warlock now. But one of the things that we wanted to do on this truck is to make this truck look like a factory Warlock. So if Dodge actually come out with this truck nowadays, or in 1994, what would they do? Would they go over the top or just a little bit? So that's kind of what I like. I like the idea that the truck actually looks factory and not
overdone.
So let's show you a little bit about the truck that we're pretty proud of, no doubt.
The main thing that pops out, them wheels and tires.
They got a company called Treadwear. Y'all familiar with that? They got a YouTube channel. But anyway, I MC the Immercoast Cruise in, and on the way down there, I went by Treadwear, which is just right up the road in Alabama, and picked up these Goodyear Eagle stickers, and they just basically stick on. But now at the time when we were going to do the Goodyear Eagle, we were still with the Petty themed truck.
And even down to the details, the center caps, those are the original center caps off the original wheels. We just clean them up and paint them.
Yeah, when we ordered the wheels, they sent us a center cap that goes with the wheel, and it stuck out about this far. And so we wasn't proud of that at all.
We stressed over that a lot.
Yeah. The Warlock sticker on the side, which we thought would here on the back tailgate or where we want to put it, but come out here, first of all, we put the, and if you can see, this is flat black where it just barely shows up. And so after we got that on there, then Johnny said, well, we need to outline it in red. So we went back and we got the pinstripe to outline it in red, which I think really turned out good.
That worked out well.
Yeah, that turned out well.
Yeah.
These side skirts or fender flares, I've never been a fan of these. I've always thought they kind of look goofy. For the Petty truck, they had to have it, and the more we worked on them, of course, this one was rotted completely off, and Johnny had to cut this all off and put a board in it.
You can see all that in the video where we rebuild that.
Thought about lowering the truck, but after we got it put together, I don't think I'm going to lower it. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is.
The running boards make it look lower.
And then on our emblems, our Warlock emblems, I've got a nephew of mine that's in school, and we took this, and he actually printed this thing and sent it to us, but he only had 2 colors. And so we liked it. We liked the idea of the Warlock emblems and to go away from the Ram because we wanted the Warlock. There's a company in Chattanooga that's got the 3D printing media. So he printed these up for us. I think he charged us like 20 bucks and then however much. I think it's about $35 time we got them.
All together, yeah.
So we got these here, and then we went and got the
clear epoxy.
And so then Johnny made us a mold on this, and I'll show that to you, and molded these with the 2-part epoxy. And then he went ahead and cleared it before we put them on.
Yeah, you got to do a UV protection or the epoxy will just cloud up on you and rot away.
So we stuck these here, and then we got the one on the grill, which turned out super, super nice. This is actually where the Ram emblem would go. So when we got the aftermarket grill, it did not have the Ram emblem in it. So we made that. He heated it and bent it to where it fit inside the grill. And man, I am really proud about that.
Yeah, that one looks factory.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to stay factory looking.
Right. Of course, Johnny had to have the halo lights. I don't know if that would be factory or not, but he had to have the halo lights. And something else we come up with, when you started working on this, the chin spoiler was busted.
Yeah. And we were going to either try to build one or make one. But Evan came up with the idea that the Ford F-350 Super Duty looked like it would fit. And daggone fit just about perfect right out of the box.
And that brought the front end down. If you can notice, the front end's down closer. So that dropped it down probably another 3 or 4 inches just on the chin.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah.
Another thing, we went ahead and painted all the chrome bumper and the chrome grill. We just simply repainted that stuff. Nothing here has been bought. We've made it work.
This truck was a work truck, and if y'all seen where we gutted the inside of it, we had dead rats on the inside of it, and whoever had it was a super, super, super heavy smoker. Yeah. And you can see where the cigarette burns are at, still on the door. I think about replacing that. Of course, the seat was gone. We pressure washed, took the whole inside out, pressure washed everything, stained the carpet, put another seat cover on the seat on the driver's side because it was completely gone. And it really turned out nice. We got the headliner redone. It's brand new. It turned out really nice. Of course, it was broke all to pieces, and I'll have to hand it to Chris Ledford up at Ledford's Body Shop. He did good saving it. This was actually the SLT Dodge, so it's fully loaded.
That was like the top of the line truck.
We got back to the back bumper. And what we're going to do with the back bumper? Well, so I ordered a roll pan and got it put on there, and luckily it was metal. Right?
Could never find a bumper. We didn't need a trailer hitch. So the best answer is a roll pan.
Right. And the funny thing about this thing's actually had dual exhaust already on it. So the muffler system was on the truck when we got it. It's still on it today. It sounds really good. But when we took the bumper off, these exhaust flanges stuck out about another 8 inches to clear the bumper. Yeah.
Nothing the Zizwheel won't fix.
So that turned out really nice. And then, of course, this is the junkyard taillight, right?
Yeah, one of them is.
Yeah,
this one's busted because this is the fender that was all caved in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This fender was completely caved in and busted the tail light.
Yeah.
And so you took a bar actually and
just a load support out of the truck, stuck it in there and pried it out.
But anyway, the truck has come out super, super nice. I mean, it's it's definitely a keeper. It's definitely a keeper. And like I said, it's been how long we've been working on this truck?
It's been about 3 months, hasn't it?
3 months we worked on them start to finish. And anyway, when we first started working on this truck, I was just going to just run it through, put a quick paint job on it and be done with it. But Johnny, I think he fell more in love with the truck than I did.
Well, I saw potential in the truck. It was a solid truck. There was rust, yeah, but nothing terrible, no rust holes in it anywhere.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely love the truck. We got to get this thing out. Y'all be seeing this at some of the car shows. So we're going to jump in it, take it down the road. It looks good setting. We want to see it out on the highway. So let's take her out for a little test drive. You ready? Well, first time in the little Dodge. What do you think?
Feeling good.
You know, I remember when these trucks first come out, you know, there was a big controversy. You know, like I said, Dodge was selling like 7 or 9% of the truck market. So they went over the top with this Dodge. I mean, they went radical. And they thought, what do we got to lose? I mean, if we bomb with this design for this truck and we're still at 7 or 9%, we feel like we got that 7 or 9% people are just definitely a Dodge person that will buy regardless. But when this thing come out, it was all over every magazine it was. And for it to get Truck of the Year, I think it was like 2 months after it was actually produced or set out to the market. People went crazy over it. And they still got the same basic style of design today. They're trying to keep that look.
Yes. Well, they knocked it out of the park. And it was so different from what everybody else was doing.
Right. Well, everybody else just had square boxes with headlights on, pretty much.
Yeah, they were utilitarian. They were not style pieces.
Right. And you think about, which I like the Ford. I like the Ford, but the Ford pickup was just pretty much a square box. So was the Chevrolet. I mean, they're good looking trucks. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. And I like the Dodge. You know, it's just, you know, the 93 back Dodge is coming on strong now. I think they're actually trying to call them square bodies, but I think that's more of a Chevrolet thing than anything. Yeah, now we got first gen, second gen, and third gen. I can't keep up with them. I don't know which one's which. You?
No, I don't. They change them every year. I don't know how it's supposed to be.
But I like this, the 94 through whatever year they made this, 97, I think, 90, something like that. Or I love the the hood. I like the drop fenders, and it was just. And I even think that they even grafted some of the design onto the Was it the Kenworth that they actually designed the?
I'm sure they milked it for everything it was worth. Yes.
Yeah. It was a big hit. Yeah, it was a big hit. But I mean, I was like, man, I want that truck. You know, back in '94, you're out working, trying to raise kids, can't afford it. But yeah, I guess when you get to be,
when you saved up $500, you bought one.
I was there, man. I got her now, boys. But you know, when I got the XLT or SLT or whichever one this is, man, I got all the whistles, I got all the stuff back here in the back for tools in case it breaks down. Sliding back window. I got my lights up here. I put junk in there, but yeah, I love this little truck. I think I'm gonna keep it. You know what we talked about?
I just noticed we don't have any sun visors.
I'm gonna order new ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm ordering new ones. But you know, this truck, honest to God, has got 300,000 miles on it, and to drive it, you wouldn't know. Now,
really?
Yes.
300,000 miles.
This truck has got 312,000 miles.
Wow.
You wonder why I got it for $500.
I think you overpaid. But doesn't it have a new engine or a reman engine?
You know, when I bought the truck, the guy that actually owned the truck, and it sat at his house for a considerable amount of years, and I tried to buy it 2 or 3 times because it's just sitting there. Then he passed away, and all his stuff disappeared. I didn't know what happened to it, and I thought, well, that was gone. But then, I don't know, I actually got garbage service here. I'm on every road, every back road there is, picking up residential trash, and spotted him sitting in the field. So when he passed away, some of his family that got all the stuff and took it to their house because they had to evacuate, or they had to get out of the house that they're in. I don't know if they rented or what the scoop was, but anyway, so I spotted it again and went and talked to them, and they said, yeah, they weren't going to do anything with it, and need to get it out of the field. And so I bought it, and I was tickled to death to have it. And I think that's where you find your better deals, is setting in people's backyards than you do on Marketplace. You know, Marketplace gets so crazy on some of their prices.
Right. Well,
and then if it is a good deal, if you go on Marketplace, they're gone within a matter of seconds, you know. I mean, that's like, I got a buddy of mine, when if he finds something on Marketplace that he likes, he don't ask where you at, what, when, and where. He don't ask, hey, I'd like to buy that truck. He says, hey, what number am I? You know, how many people's in front of me? You ask, how many people's in front of me? And if he says 4 or 3 or 2, he don't even go back, because we know it's going to be sold. Yeah. And I've collected a lot of cars over the years, just driving down the road, seeing something in somebody's backyard, and think, hey, I'd like to have that. But you know, for 300,000 miles, this truck drives nice. It runs good. It's got plenty of power. And if the motor blows up, I think at this point, we'll put an LS in it. No. We'll put an LS in it.
Hellcat.
Yeah, we'll put an LS in it. That'd be nice for a Hellcat. My boys are trying to talk me into doing that. But I'm going to run it till it quits, and then we'll worry about that. I'm excited to get out some shows and see what everybody else thinks about it.
The way it's running now, I don't think you'll be getting a Hellcat in this time soon.
No doubt about it. You know, looking out over the hood of this truck, it's got a mirror glaze. I mean, you can actually see it. It looks like you're looking in a mirror. And it's black. Now, folks, for you folks out there in the body business and knows about paint and that kind of stuff, you know that black shows everything. Some people believe it's white. White's actually the best color to paint a car to cover up. Right?
Yeah. Yes, you can hide a world of hurt.
Why?
It doesn't reflect. It's like on a cloudy day when in the snow.
Right.
You can't see the humps when you're skiing.
Right.
I think they call it snow blindness.
There you go. Snow blind. We've got to lay a black mark. We got to lay a drag. We got to lay a drag. Yeah, we got to lay a drag.
We don't get run over first.
Don't worry. I'm the best wrecker you ever seen. I've wrecked better than anybody you know of. I walked away like several times.
Oh, wait a minute.
You putting your seatbelt on? way. Today we have the 1994
MotorTrend.
Let's try that again. Today we have the 1994
MotorTrend.
Okay, got it. Today we have the 1994
MotorTrend.
1994 MotorTrend Truck of the Year. I got it. MotorTrend Truck of the Year. This is it. This is it. This is it.
You could have cut that little pause out.
Changed everything from Dodge.
Cool. That's a take
This truck changed everything from Dodge.
for Dodge.
Yeah. No, my brain quit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're rocket scientists. 7% of the truck sales in 1993.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.